Hello, my name is Lenica Milne, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing here at 180 Intermediaries. And it is my pleasure to introduce Alex Furlong, our Senior Casualty Executive based out of Atlanta. Alex specializes in placing complex commercial liability risks, so I asked him to talk to us a little bit about what he sees in terms of market trends for our May newsletter. Some background on Alex. Previously, he was Vice President at Amwins, where he specialized in wholesale placements for environmental, construction, real estate, and energy risks. And before joining the insurance industry, he was a Green Beret, serving all around the world, including combat in Afghanistan. So Alex, thank you so much for joining us, especially in these unusual times over Zoom. My first question to you is, how is COVID impacting the market in the commercial casualty space?
Sure. Well, thanks, Lenica. Well, I think as everyone knows, the current economic situation for the first quarter of 2020 is not what folks were hoping for. So in the broader sense, you've seen unemployment skyrocket. You've seen first quarter earning results starting to come out that are very poor. And that's across the entire economy, not just specific to insurance. I do think that the hard market we're experiencing, which was going to continue for some time anyway, has now just been exacerbated by this whole COVID-19 situation. So a challenging situation across the board for insurance companies now got a little bit more challenging after we've seen what has happened over the past month or two.
No, I think that's right. I think that focusing on communications will be key throughout this pandemic and economic crisis. Alex, you've just got such a good relationship with your brokers. I've seen that firsthand. How are you going to prepare them for the hard market ahead?
Yeah, so I think the property market started hardening a little bit before casualty. So we've had about a year and a half, 2 years of lead time where this conversation is getting easier with our retail partners. What I have found lately is that most retailers are pretty aware of what's going on in the market. This year specifically in the casualty space, we've seen excess capacity be the number one problem. So a lot of carriers that were offering 25 million in lead limits last year might be dropping down to 5 million or zero. And what has happened there is that was a little unanticipated by some of our retail partners. So we've really tried to be smart about getting ahead of that issue, particularly on renewals or new accounts that have come in, and talking about, listen, your excess limits are going to probably be reduced, if not go away. And you need to come up with a solution here to get the most competitive excess limits you can.
And given that retail brokers, as you say, are already very aware of what's going on in the market, and you're taking steps to communicate around excess capacity constraints, what are some other ways that we as an industry can help our brokers during these uncertain times?
Yeah, so we're a large national wholesaler, right? I think we're going to be in the top 10 this year in terms of premium volume revenue. So we've got a lot of irons in the fire in terms of carrier access points, capabilities, all that. So certainly any casualty business that's going to go E&S, we are here to help.
And Alex, thank you so much for your time and your insights, and I wish you and your family all the best. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Lenica.